Hey everybody, Heroes3 in here, back with another video. Alright, I promise this is gonna be my last MonsterVerse video, so don't worry. I at the time of this recording, I literally just made two other superhero videos, and I'll put them out in the coming days. But anyway, so I wanted to put forth my theory as to why is Shimo so strong. This is my theory on her absurd power, because even though she got she got screen time, but even though she wasn't shown to as much as she probably should have, and how much I really wanted her to be shown, from what we saw of Shimo, I know one thing for a fact: she is the strongest Titan currently in the MonsterVerse, and she's the strongest Titan to have ever existed in the MonsterVerse so far, until the next big bad villain shows up. Then he might surpass Shimo. But Shimo was over. She's stronger than evolved Godzilla, and we know this because she was able to knock Godzilla out briefly. She was able to tangle with Godzilla. She was able to take hits from Godzilla. And it needs to be noted that if you go back and rewatch the final fight, Shimo is getting distracted by Scar King a bunch. And what do I mean by that? Well, there's a moment when Kong knocks back Scar King. Kong is rushing at Scar King. Shimo was in the middle of fighting Godzilla, getting her thing off, and Scar King uses the crystal, which causes her pain. So she's writhing and she drops her guard, and Godzilla would come up and hit her. Godzilla got like a couple of sneak shots in on Shimo, but she even took Godzilla's evolved breath. Took a atomic breath from him, which he's evolved now, so his breath. No, I think his breath's capacity, like he can store more atomic energy. I don't think it's actually more hot, but it might be. Who knows? She took a full blown breath attack from Godzilla and shrugged it off. No trouble. Shimo, like I said, was able to knock Godzilla out, but Godzilla could not knock out Shimo. Shimo was able to toss around the massive Kong with ease. No struggle. And the only thing that really hurt her in this movie was the crystal that Scar King used on her. So, and then of course, we got her cold powers, and it said that Shimo could create an ice age. Her powers can affect the climate of an entire planet. That's more than just the weather. So, all of this to say, Shimo is the strongest. Now, what does this absurd raw strength come from? I think it's radiation. And I have only one little small piece of evidence, or I only got one small piece. There's only one thing that I have that really points me towards this, and it's Godzilla himself. We know that in the movie, it is stated that Shimo is said to be, if not the oldest, one of the oldest Titans around. They call her the ancient Titan Shimo. Well, Shimo likely formed in the Hollow Earth way before people emerged, back during when the planet was just settling. It was a lot more radioactive and stuff back then, and from what she was evolved from, or what she formed from, probably absorbed more radiation. She was probably drenched in it. Furthermore than the Titans of today are, like Tiamat, Behemoth, Methuselah, all of those guys. Shimo probably has way more radiation, in her environment. And this is what caused her to be so powerful, because of her, like I said, her environment. And like I said, Godzilla is my evidence to this. Because how did Godzilla power up in the movie? By absorbing more and more radiation. And this is not a trait specific to this Godzilla. It's all Godzillas. And it should be noted that that Godzilla is also a part of an ancient species. Now, he's not as old as Shimo, because he had ancestors that was around back during those times. But And even if he is as old as Shimo is, well, that's even more proof. Because look at Godzilla. And Shimo and Godzilla have a lot in common. So much so that you could fool me into saying that they were in the same species or close to it. So Yeah. And we also know that Kong's axe, it was created with a dorsal plate of a Gojira, but not Godzilla. So it's able to it absorbs radiation as well. So this was all of his race. So I believe it's that Shimo formed from just a ungodly amount of radiation in her area, or like being like not infused into her, but like absorbing just ungodly amounts of radiation, and that's what causes her to be the strongest Titan of the current MonsterVerse, and going to be one of the strongest in the future. In the future, I see Shimo being either the top three or top four, strongest Titans of all time. If you watch my other video, Godzilla Kong 2 Paths of Strength, I mentioned that I think Godzilla's going to overtake her, and I think Kong's going to be comparable to Shimo after the ends of their power-ups. But we'll have to wait to the next movie and all that. But yeah, that's all. Just wanted to throw out a quick little video. This Heroes 310. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you back with more. Have a nice day. Wait. Listen, I know some of you are probably going to be thinking, because I just thought about this. Well, she's so strong, how did Scar King get control of her? We don't know the details onto how he gained control over Shimo, so we're not going to hold that against her. But she was controlled through pain. And Shimo seems to be very trusting, so it's likely that Scar King took advantage of her trust. But yeah, I just want to put that out there. All right, thanks.